guys, Miss Amy here with the Westminster branch of the Carroll County Public Library. And I am so glad that you've decided to join us for our Monday STEAM at the Library program. Now, it's summer, isn't it? What does that mean? That means we have lots and lots of sunny days. That beautiful sun coming down, and we can play outside and enjoy all of that warmth. Did you know that the sun is an incredibly strong source of energy? That's right. We get enough energy from the sun in 1 hour. It could power the entire planet's needs. So, let's see if we can find a way to harness some of that sun's energy for ourselves. I want to show you how to make a solar oven out of a pizza box. Now, what you're going to need for this project is a large-size pizza box, a ruler, a black magic marker, some scissors, some aluminum foil, some tape, some glue, and some black construction paper, and some clear plastic wrap. Okay? So we're going to go through the instructions for this, and then I've got some tips for its use at the end.
Okay, guys, so I've got my pizza box, and as you can see, I'm using my ruler and the black magic marker to mark out the top lid of my little pizza oven. Generally, you're going to use it about 1 inch from the edges, but you want to make sure that it's the same width as your plastic wrap. Now, for this part, you guys have to promise me you're going to have an adult help, because as you can see, I'm using a really sharp utility knife. You could probably use a pair of scissors, but the utility knife makes it easier. And I'm using the ruler to bend that back carefully so it doesn't rip. Now, I'm going to take my glue, and as you can see, my glue is not really behaving well for me, but we're going to use that glue to put all of the aluminum foil on the top of that lid, just like that. And we're going to smooth it down really carefully, because that's what's going to reflect the sun's light and heat back into our pizza box. So we want to cover the whole thing up just like that. And just to make it nice and tidy, we're going to rip off those edges around the sides, just like that. Okay. Now we're going to do our plastic wrap. The first layer of plastic wrap goes along the inside, and it covers that whole hole right there. Now we're going to talk about this later, but as you can possibly see, my plastic wrap does not completely cover the hole there. So I had to use 2 little layers of plastic wrap there on the inside of my pizza oven box, just like that, my solar oven. And you got to tape around all the edges to make it nice and strong. And then we're going to do the exact same thing on the outside. So you want a layer on the inside and a layer on the outside. That's going to hold in the sun's heat when it comes down into your little solar oven. And again, I'm making it really strong and tight all around the outside edges. Okay. And when we want to pull it really, really tight. Okay. Now we're going to add a whole bunch of aluminum foil to the inside, because that also is going to help reflect the sun's light and heat to help keep our solar oven nice and warm. Okay. We're going to tape that down or glue that down inside. And then we're going to use black construction paper. We use black because black absorbs heat and the sun, and that's one more thing to keep it nice and warm. When we get it done, we want to line it up carefully with the sun and use our little stick there to help preheat it for about 30 minutes. And again, we want that sunlight to come in. See how it reflects real nice into the bottom of the box? And I put a couple little chocolate treats inside my box to try and melt that chocolate and warm up some of that. And you can see that 3 hours later, this is what we ended up with. Something that kind of sort of looks like a s'more. But it did melt our chocolate, but it took a really, really long time, didn't it, guys? But there we go, and those are our treats.
Okay, guys, so you've seen me make my solar oven, and I've got some tips for you that I think might make your solar oven a bit more successful than mine was, okay? First thing, you may have noticed that I was trying to put mine together on a windy day. So if you're going to build that solar oven, you're probably going to want to do it inside. I was doing it outside, battling with the wind. The other thing is that when you put it outside and get it to attract that sun, you're going to want to put it in a sheltered place. I had it somewhere where the wind caught it and flipped the solar oven upside down. And I think that's probably why it took so long for our chocolate marshmallow treats to melt that chocolate, okay? One last thing is when you cut that window for your solar oven out of the top of your pizza box, you want to make sure that you cut it so that you only need one strip of plastic to go across the top and underneath. You may have noticed that I needed 2 pieces on both the top and the bottom for a total of 4 pieces. And I don't think it sealed quite as well as it should have. You want that really tight seal so that it keeps the heat in there and it can cook your food. Okay? So I hope you guys get a chance to try out your own solar ovens, and we would love to see the results of your cooking exploits. So I've included my email at the end of this video, and be sure to give me a photo or anything letting me see what you came up with. Hope you guys had a good time. See you later. Bye.